Actually, every president comes to address the nation through the SONA, and they will always tell us things are looking up. They have to do that, because if you're a leader, you're not going to tell your people, hey, things are so gloomy, let's start packing. So I expect every president, including the American president, as you refer to come and just give out the spirit of people for them to believe that things are either doing well or are going to do well. So that's expected. But of course, I also observed that the president came in fully confident, with broad smiles, because truly, as all my colleagues have said, the first year has been a very good year for the government and therefore for the people of Ghana. And I do appreciate the point made by Miracle that certainly if you are connecting the macro to the micro, you're going to find some disconnect, which is also true. But the fact is that if you consider where we were yesterday to where we are today, then we have every reason to feel good. All the indicators are strong, okay? But then before even I come there, let me also jump to the conclusion of the president. For me, it was the best part for me. His conclusion was superb. Rallying the people to come together, to fight together. That is my best part of the presentation. And I'm hoping that somehow, as we go forward, he will find some practical ways to put us together. Because this division that tends to drive our economies back and forth, we keep marking time. It's all because of the serious national divide that we have. So that was the first part. But on a more substantive issue, I think the conversation, as I've heard from my colleagues, they all drill down to one thing. And I'm going to refer to President Akufo-Addo when he came in with its great idea of the Gadgets-Bed economy. The Gadgets-Bed economy. We have 8 years for him. I personally did not see much in terms of changing that important concept that he threw at us. We should have.
He promoted the policy of Ghana Beyond.
Oh my goodness.
8.
Beautiful policy, but hollow, because there was nothing to it. In fact, the day he proclaimed that, I was with my friends at CDD. We all jumped for joy, because that should be the ultimate for any country like Ghana.
The French president praised him. The whole world, he was being praised.
Correct.
In a similar fashion as John Mahama is being praised for the Accra reset,
Yeah, well, our foreign friends will praise you if you say something like that, but they watch to see how you move with it, because the obstacles in the way are normally placed by themselves. So those things we can live with it. But more seriously, I think after achieving these initial macro economic successes, the challenge for me, and most of you have referred to that, is the sustainability. And also the fact that the Ghanaian economy is still a neo-colonial economy and is very, very vulnerable to shocks in the global market economy. And all the commodities that are driving us currently are all commodities that we do not control. That's where the danger is. So as we move on with this, I would like to see a more aggressive policy towards achieving certain self-sufficiency in areas that we're spending so much money and resources. Importing food. And I know we're going to discuss the tomato crisis. That Ghana should sit here today, go to Burkina to import tomatoes on a Sahelian country. And we, with all the fertile land around us, we cannot produce enough tomatoes. Just think of that alone.
Without their tomatoes, we're already getting into trouble.
There you go. Yeah. And if you're talking about the dangers of dependency, not even on the global level, this is it. So I am waiting anxiously to see how the president follows these initial successes with concrete and aggressive policies for self-sufficiency in the food that we eat. I admire the initiative for Feed the Nation. In a way, it was for me knowing a champion. I said, this mimicking a champion. And let me tell you, in the 2016 campaign, the president made it clear that if he won that election, he will introduce Operation Feed Yourself. And Julius Deborah, who is the chief of staff, did the same. I have sources. I've quoted this in the book I wrote on a champion. And again, if you know the history, it was during that period that President Mohammed's father became one of the best farmers in the area of rice, exporting rice. And I think because of the suspicion that perhaps he had connection with the champion, that's why he even left to go to Nigeria for safety. So there is a history behind that. And I expect the president to take this seriously so that at least tomato, plantain, pepper, all these things, if we can do that and become self-sufficient, most of the other problems we can control. So again, my point is simple. Let us now begin to look at how we change the Gettysburg economy. Let us begin, and this is what my colleagues and the economists who came on earlier referred to as the structural issues. Structurally, we are tied to the global economy. And so far as we are tied to that, not that we can extricate ourselves immediately, but there are certain domestic measures we can take to make us reduce our dependency on the external economy. For me, that's what I'm waiting for.